It was never a fish, lab-grown salmon served in U.S. restaurants. A new chapter in food innovation has arrived. In 2025, California-based company Wildtype became the first company to receive a U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA) no questions letter for cultivated salmon, allowing its product to enter select restaurants across the United States. Unlike plant-based seafood alternatives, Wildtype's product contains real salmon cells. However, it is important to understand that this salmon was never a complete fish. It never swam, fed, or lived in the ocean. The meat was grown directly from salmon cells in stainless steel tanks, creating a product that is biologically salmon, yet was never part of a living animal. Scientists begin by taking a small sample of cells from Pacific salmon and growing them in large stainless steel bioreactors, specialized tanks that provide the nutrients and conditions needed for the cells to multiply. The resulting salmon cell material is then combined with a small number of plant-based ingredients to create sushi-grade cuts designed to resemble conventional salmon. Wildtype manufactures its cultivated salmon in San Francisco, California, operating from a facility that was once a microbrewery. The company says its mission is to provide a more sustainable seafood option while reducing concerns around overfishing, ocean pollution, and the environmental impact associated with traditional fish farming. The FDA reviewed the company's safety data and concluded that it had no questions regarding Wildtype's assessment that its cultivated salmon is as safe as comparable conventionally produced foods. It is important to note that an FDA no questions letter is not the same as an endorsement of the product, but rather an indication that the agency found no reason to challenge the company's safety conclusions based on the information provided. Consumers can currently find Wildtype salmon at a limited number of U.S. restaurants, including Can in Portland, Oregon, where it is served in various raw preparations such as sushi, crudo, and tartar. Additional restaurants are expected to introduce the product as interest in cultivated seafood continues to grow. Supporters of cultivated seafood believe it could help preserve wild fish populations and reduce contaminants often associated with some seafood products. Critics, however, argue that long-term health data remains limited and question whether highly engineered food should become a staple of the human diet. Online discussions remain divided, with some consumers excited by the innovation while others remain skeptical of what many still refer to as lab-grown fish. Whether cultivated salmon represents the future of food or simply a niche product remains to be seen. What is certain is that the conversation around how we produce our food is changing rapidly, and Wildtype salmon is now at the center of that debate. Disclaimer: this article is intended for general informational and educational purposes only. It is not medical advice and should not be used as a substitute for professional diagnosis, treatment, or medication management. Never stop, start, or adjust any medication without consulting your doctor or another qualified healthcare professional. Stay updated on the latest health news, connect with like-minded people, and discover more on KetoNet, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play.